Welcome. In this video, I'm going to take a look at how you can monitor network traffic at your network edge. My name is Darragh Delaney from Netfort. So I'm now logged on to my LANGuardian. So the first place to go if you're monitoring internet traffic is just go to the Internet Activity Dashboard. It's got a good starter collection of reports here. The first one, web traffic, that's plotting the amount of traffic over port 80 or 443. Now it would include internal web traffic as well, and you can create a custom version of this, but still worth reviewing. If you see spikes like this here, you can drill down and see what domains would be in access. In this case, it was a Windows update, 1.3 gigabytes. Also shown here are the most active domains with usernames associated with them. So Ian here is on Windows Update. Google Video, which is YouTube, is associated with Simon and other domains. You get a bit more detail down here as well with, if you want to get the URI information, we see some users on Dropbox. If you've got proxy traffic or proxy servers on your network, you got two proxy reports here. One is showing the proxy servers in use. So we have one local proxy server and somebody's using an external proxy server over port 8080. And you have the option to drill down to find out who is using that. So 10.1.5.160, it looks like it's accessing Dropbox and some TV thing here through an external proxy over port 8080. So your internet activity dashboard is a great starting point. But there are some other reports, some other ways of looking at the data that we're monitoring at the Internet Gateway. Before you look at these reports, I would recommend you go into customization, go to report variables, and add two variables, one called external internal and one called internal. If I edit this, show you the format of it. So for internal, specify all internal subnets. So in my case, I'm using private address ranges, so I have 10, the 192s and the 172s, comma separated. So list here all the blocks of addresses used internally on your network. For the external, if I just edit this, it's very similar. The only difference is that the value here, you've got an exclamation mark just before the subnet list. So the exclamation mark means not. So creating those two variables will speed things up when we want to filter out traffic that's internal or traffic that's external. Okay, so let's take a look at a couple of reports where we use those variables. The first one I want to look at is, can we see what applications are being used where the client is outside my network? So we click on all reports, go to applications in use. So what I want to look at here is where the source is external and the destination is internal. And let's run this. So what we get back is applications, so BitTorrent, applications where the client is outside my network. So these are applications which have a inbound path or an inbound rule is allowing them through the firewall. So we got some BitTorrent going on. It's not classified. If you drill down, it's BitTorrent as well. But the interesting one here is we got file share activity. So I wouldn't expect to see file share activity at the gateway, at the network edge. So I can drill down here and see where the client is located. So, well, firstly, we can see the files that are being accessed. So budget forecasts, and we drill down further to get the actual client itself, which 109.226.209.2, which is registered in Russia. So this has somehow got a pathway into my network and is accessing files on a local server. So it is a very useful report for looking at holes in a firewall. Watch out for things like RDP. That's a very common attack vector at the moment. Even inbound, things like even DNS and that. So anything coming into your network, make sure that you understand why it's happening and understand where the client is. So once you have your filter set like that, you also have the option to save this report. So you could call it something like inbound applications. And you could save that off as a customized report. And maybe even add it to your Internet Activity Dashboard. Now you can also flip this around. You can see, well, I want to know what clients that are internal on my network are accessing out on the web. So I can go from internal to external. So it's the opposite of the previous report. Run that. And I see what applications, so HTTP, HTTPS, that's to be expected. We got BitTorrent, some DNS, NTP. So these are applications that clients locally are running, but they're accessing services that exist outside my network. And again, I can drill down and make sure I understand why these are happening. So this financial information exchange, drill down and see what clients are using that and what external IP addresses they're connecting to. So I have two here. Drill down and I can see what services they're accessing outside. So they're in the US and mostly in the US. Okay, so that's looking at applications. Another useful report to look at is the network events report, again using filters. So we select top network events. Here we want to specify where the source is external. So what IDS events, intrusion detection events, are being triggered by external clients. And in my case here, quite a few. We got some scanning, some BitTorrent, and we have traffic which are on suspicious IP lists. To analyze any of these, we just click on the total, and what we have here is very suspicious. We got an IP in Russia, which seems to be the same one that was accessing file shares, and it looks like it's using the ICMP protocol, so probably doing some reconnaissance to get an inventory of what's on this network. So that particular event may have been hidden if you were monitoring all IDS events, but by specifying the external subnet here, external report variable, you can filter out all of the internal events and only focus on ones which are being triggered by external clients. And again, I can save this report and put that on my Internet Activity Dashboard. The final report, and we're kind of back to firewall validation again. If you type in the search bar here TCP, and we want to look at TCP traffic distribution. So instead of looking at applications, if you want to do an audit of what ports are open on your firewall, so where the source is external and the destination is internal, run a report. So here then we can see with 48 ports open, they're allowing inbound activity into this network. We've already looked at this one, 445 traffic. We have port 5713 open, port 88 open, 49158 open, DNS, and this other port here, and we have others. So this allows me to validate that my firewall rules are working. So if I block 445, I can run this report again later and make sure I don't see 445 inbound traffic on my network. And again, I recommend, if you find that report useful, to save it as a custom report and maybe add it as well to your Internet Activity Dashboard. So there, if you're monitoring traffic at the edge of your network, I recommend you check out your Internet Activity Dashboard, and then you can add those 3 extra reports: applications, network events, and TCP ports to those dashboards. Certainly create them as a custom report to extend the amount of information that's being displayed here.